start the tutorial, I would like to say do not skip any parts because I will explain how to add some customized features for you. And my editor may look a little different. It's a Chrome extension, right? But the code will not be any different, alright? So I may be doing different things to get the code, but in the end, the code should be the exact same. Please give credit to me if you are using this. Please note this footage is in 2 times speed, and it is a 30-second long footage usually, but due to 2 times speed, it is a 15-second video. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so here is Scratch, right? Again, I told you my whole website might look a little different, but it is due to a Chrome extension, just personal preference, and it does not affect code at all. So first, we obviously want to create a new project, right? We want to name it to whatever you want. I'm gonna name it Randomizer, right? Because it's like a random color mixer. So we only need, so let's just start with sprites first of all. We only need one sprite, so we can delete. We only need one costume actually, so we can delete the second costume of Scratch Cat, and you can delete the Scratch Cat itself, right? If you want, you can choose a costume, paint a costume, get a sprite. You can upload an image, or you can use the camera. Someone choose surprise, right? It doesn't really matter. Okay, well, this is too big, actually. Let's try again. Alright, see, fishbowl. Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna choose it myself. So, your thing could be anything, alright? It's best to have something that's not like a living thing, right? Something that's a little colorful, or something that's like a base color, like one solid color, right? So colorful is a solid color because that's like the best, right? Um, I would recommend the ball because that's honestly the best one for that I found. But let's do Earth, right? So we have here the Earth, all right, and we want to make sure it's the correct size. So let's also import a ball, right? Let's search a ball. You want to click on ball A. You want to copy it, Control C or Command C, right? You want to delete this costume, Control V, alright, look at that. So now we know what the size should be. So then we can move this, take the whole thing, right? Some things have multiple little parts to it, so you might want to select the whole thing and click on group. Alright, so now I can just size all of it together. Alright, now center it. So basically, we're just trying to make sure. Actually, no, we should do that. That we have a good size. And okay. And if you're going for something circular, you should definitely try to match it exactly with the ball. See, we have a very close match, so we can just align the center and delete the ball. Now, we're also gonna need another sprite that we're gonna have called a button to continue to scroll through. So we want to choose button 2. Button 2 is best. You can choose button 3 as well, right? Because we're gonna have we're gonna have some text on there, right? So, right, you can choose whichever one you want. I like this one better, so I'm gonna choose this. Change the text to black, and there we have our button. Alright, so now we have also our button, and last thing is just the backdrop. Alright, I already had one made for us, so we can just take this up. Alright, and make another one and make it completely black. So this will be our main thing. And we also want to position the button, alright? So the button should be positioned at X should be negative 161, and the Y should be negative 133. Right, so now we have a good size, and the size itself should be 70. Alright, so now let's start with the ball, right, the custom block. Alright, so let's get on with the code. So, what you want to do is first you want to add the pen extension. So the pen extension will be right here, down with the backpack. Click on this little add extension block. Then you click on pen, so we can draw the sprites. And now I'm going to quickly go ahead, first, we have to make a block. So we click on my blocks, click on make a block, called run main code, because this will have all the main code inside of it. Click on OK. And yeah, so I'm going to quickly go ahead, do all the code, and then explain it to you. Alright, so now we have our main code. So basically, we want to do this forever, right? So we have to pen down so we can start drawing. We want to glide 1 second so it actually draws. We want to move to a random amount of steps, so it's a little random. Turn 15 degrees, so it has that illusion of randomness. Change pen color by 10, so it's a different color every single time. And step the sprite itself. So then we have the main code. Alright, now we want to actually run the code, but we'll get to that in just a little bit, because we have to code the button first. So for the button, right, you wanna, when green flag click show, because we will hide it when we don't need it. Alright, and then we want to do forever change color effect by 15 and wait 0.1 seconds. Alright, and now we also want to make sure we go to the next backdrop when the sprite is clicked, right? See, so you can have as many backdrops as you want, right? In my actual project, I have 3. In this tutorial, I'm showing 2, right? 1 blank one and 1 thumbnail kind of thing. So it's just like your choice, right? You can choose how many. You just gotta change the backdrop amount. So when our backdrop switches to the last backdrop, alright? In our case, it's going to be backdrop 2. In my own actual randomizer, it's going to be backdrop 3, right? So it depends on your what you're doing. So you want to hide, right? And you want to stop the other scripts in the sprite. Not stop all. You want to grab the stop all block, but you want to click this arrow and click on stop other scripts in the sprite. Might click on double click, or no, not double click, 2-finger click or right click, duplicate. Do that and do this script, right? Just a little confirmation, make sure everything's all right. So now we have this whole button coded, and we can get started with there. So now we have the block, but now we actually have to set some stuff up before that, so the block can run properly. So obviously we obviously need a when green flag clicked, right? We actually wanna make it go to a certain place, right? So we wanna make it go to 212 and then 155, right? And we also wanna erase everything from the last time, right? Make sure we have a clean slate. And then forever, if you're on edge, we wanna bounce. Okay, so also we need to make sure that right here we also need to make sure we hide. Alright, we want to hide because we are showing the thumbnail. We don't want to see it during the thumbnail. But when the backdrop switches to the correct one, in our case backdrop 2, right, just like the button hides, we want this to show actually. So the button and the ball are almost never together unless you have more than 2 backdrops, which is also okay. So we do this, alright, and want to make it show. Alright, and yeah, so we want to have a variety of options. Alright, we want to make it like actually 3D and like get it more complex and more complex. Alright, so we should get another one backdrop switches 2, right? Change to the last one, and want to wait 1 second, alright? and then we want to run main code. Alright, now we duplicate this 7 times to get the effect that we did. In the footage that was shown. So great, now we have 7 copies. So we go and change each one to see. So we have wait 1 second, wait 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, and 8 seconds. Alright, actually wait, we don't need the 8-second one because that will be too much. Alright, we'll clean the blocks, and then we also want the user to be able to feel like they're doing something, so that will give it a better look. So we want to do a when key pressed. Alright, so we want to do 1 for space. Alright, run main code. Alright, and then the arrow keys. Okay, so now we got everything, and we just need to make sure that we're constantly changing color. So when a green flag clicked, we want to go forever. Change the color effect by 10, right? Not too much, right? Just a little bit. Alright, so we have code of the ball, we have code of the button, alright, and we should also add a little bit of music, alright, for the background, optional music, right, where they can choose. So when we want to press whatever button, alright, I'm going to choose K, alright, you can choose whatever you want, but I'm going to choose K, right, so when K pressed, right, what music do we exactly want to play? So first of all, we have a loop, alright? We want to do a repeat until loop, alright? And go to sensing and click on get key S pressed. Alright, and we want to play sound Techno 2. Alright, Techno 2. Because I'm also going to teach you how to make a little mix. It sounds pretty nice, right? So we'll repeat, so we'll do this, right? And play sound Techno 2 until done. If you do start sound, then it'll just glitch out. And you want to duplicate this and add some wait blocks. So the one just before the loop, we should wait 7 seconds, right? And inside the loop, right after we play, we want to wait 6.5 seconds. And we want to get dance, snare, beat. Alright, now it's your choice on what music you want, right? This is just music I'm showing that works. So yeah. We also want when key S pressed, when S key pressed, right? We want to see, so it pauses the sound, alright, or restarts the sound as long as you're holding it, right? So while you're holding it, because we have this repeat until sound, so that yeah, sure, it does it, right? But then we have to stop it as soon as possible, right? But then we also want to stop all sounds, right? And this should be it. So let me just go ahead and show you. Whoa, wait. I just remembered, I can't believe I forgot the most important part, alright? Almost every single thing should always have a green flag clicked, alright? If anything has a costume, right, it should always have a one green flag click block. So, and it should also have a reason. You can't just put a green flag for no reason. But usually, in every single script you're probably gonna see a green flag for the block. It doesn't. Usually people don't do it just like that. So you want to switch the backdrop to backdrop 1, right, to make sure we actually get the correct effect. See, so boom, look at that. We got random color mixer. Go next, alright, and look at that. We got a really cool earth making shapes, alright. And now I'm clicking up arrow key, down, left, right, space. They got a little bit more complex, right? So this is successful. It is working, and this means it has worked. So what you could do, you could go ahead, right? You can share it, I'll put a link down in the description below of some stuff that you might want to use for this project. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please go ahead and go to my profile. It is 3xay, so basically all you have to do is just go in here, search up 3xay, and you will see a bunch of my projects. And please go ahead and go into this studio called the Dragon Army. Alright, so we have over 213 projects in just a few days. Alright, so in just actually 8 days we already got 213 projects, right? And we already have 4 followers, so please join this group and help us reach our goal of getting featured in this year. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.